In its broader sense, the term Lashon Hara refers to 4 destructive forms of speech. In this verbal arsenal, each weapon inflicts harm in its own way, but all use the same ammunition, the words we speak about each other and to each other. In its narrowest sense, Lashon Hara refers specifically to derogatory or harmful speech, which is related to a third party. When neighbor A says to neighbor B, "Neighbor C is such a cold, unfriendly person," A and B have engaged in Lashon Hara. A as the speaker and B as the listener, who is also guilty of a second transgression if he believes A's statement. Rechulas, the second form of Lashon Hara, literally means peddling. One who engages in rechulas peddles a tale, informing one person of a negative statement that has been made about him by another person. Relating back to the example above, rechulas would occur if, after having their Lashon Hara conversation, neighbor B went to neighbor C and told him, "Neighbor A tells me that you're unfriendly toward him." The defining trait of rechlus is that it causes animosity between people. Neighbor C, who may never have harbored any ill feelings toward neighbor A, has now been turned against him, and B's report is the sole reason for that change. A third form of Lashon Hara is motzi shem ra, slander. While the first type of Lashon Hara applies to statements that are true, motzi shem ra refers to negative statements that are false. Among the 3 neighbors, motzi shem ra would occur if neighbor A told neighbor B something untrue about neighbor C, for instance, that he never returns what he borrows, when in fact that isn't true. Onas devarim, the fourth type of Lashon Hara, is defined as causing pain with words. The Torah looks upon this pain as a real wound, in complete opposition to the common belief that words cannot hurt, a very goyim statement. In the Torah's acute awareness of the power of words, it sees onas devarim as every bit as real, and in some ways, more serious than the physical and financial harm most individuals can inflict upon each other. In reality, many difficult situations arise in life. The need to reproach someone who is heading in the wrong direction, to correct a child, to instruct or perhaps fire an employee, all are real needs to which one must attend. However, the prohibition against onas dvarim tells every Jew to use the softest possible approach to such situations. Often, it is simply the product of insensitivity or the mistaken belief that opinions on such matters as physical appearance, a new purchase, a spouse, someone else's background or perceptions, and so forth, are open fields for frank discussion. There are scores of sensitive subjects which, when approached in an insensitive way, can leave people feeling insecure, inept, or somehow diminished. There are also scores of methods for conveying disdain. Such phrases as, "I told you so," sarcastic jokes or comments, quotes and aphorisms that point out another's deficiency. Even certain gestures and facial expressions can all serve as weapons of onas dvarim. The potential is there for anyone who lacks a basic sensitivity to cause pain in many everyday interactions, leaving a battlefield of emotional carnage in his wake.